I'm hanging out at Levi and Lilac's Coffee Pub with co-owner Megan McClellan, and you're also sort of our barista for today too, making drinks. Thanks for having us out. This is a really cool place and relatively new. When did this start and why did you guys do a coffee pub?
It started in September, and it was, we had the space and we like coffee and we figured why not?
A sister business to the Levi and Lilac's Whiskey Room, which we'll get to in a bit, the Coffee Pub offers a varied menu of traditional coffee specialties and adult beverages, while also residing in a well-known Maumee landmark. This is a historic building. I've always heard like ghost stories and things of that nature. It's been around a long time. Can you give me some history on this building?
It was built in 1836 by Levi Beebe. He died about a year after it was built and is said to still haunt the place. So that's where the first part of our name came from. And then the lilac lady is also said to haunt the place and spread the smell of lilacs in her path.
Really?
So we have had many customers ask us if we put that odor into the air, and we do not, but they do smell it sometimes.
They do, okay. You incorporate it into the drinks as well. Is it the Lilac Lady Latte?
That's correct.
We saw you making that a little bit. What goes into the creation of coffee and things like that?
Well, that is a latte. So we start with espresso. We get our beans from Iron Bean Coffee Company out of Perrysburg. That one in particular, we use lilac and honey flavors.
I wonder if the ghosts know that they're becoming a part of your menu and if they appreciate that.
If they do, I think they like it.
Well, the ghostly approval remains in question. One thing is certain, human patrons adore the easygoing rustic vibes and specialty alcoholic drinks, such as the Irish coffee, which the pub crew, including Megan's husband and co-owner Sean, prepare. What is the trick to like an Irish coffee? Like, why is this something that's good? When does it fit into maybe someone's day and when to drink it? Is it like an after party thing to sort of come down from the evening, or when do you think is a good time to enjoy something like this?
I think they're a great Saturday and Sunday morning drink. It's not overly boozy, but it's just tasty. It could be for dessert too, but our weekends, there's a lot of Irish coffees made.
You talking about at your house or here?
Yeah,
well, both places. All right. What do you start with here?
We have a couple sugar cubes, and then we use our Thor blend, which is from Iron Bean.
Is it important for you to work with a local company?
Very much so. We're a small business, so we want to support as many as we can.
Okay, what do we got here?
Irish whiskey. We use Tullamore Dew. My husband and I traveled to San Francisco about 10 years ago and went to Buena Vista, which they claim to have invented the Irish coffee. I'm not sure how the Irish feel about that, but we had it there our first day in town, and then we went back every day for breakfast. And we haven't really found one around here that we loved, so when we brought coffee into our business, we said that we had to have one, so here it is.
You do other drinks as well that have booze in them, mimosas, Bloody Marys, and obviously this is a great place too. I mean, people aren't coming in here and getting sloshed.
No.
You know, they might get a drink on the weekends or, like I am now, during the week. But obviously a long list of coffee. You have sandwiches and things of that nature that you can do, like a smaller menu of food. Were you always a coffee person?
Mm-hmm.
So this was like an easy transition to add this to the business model.
It was, yeah.
Are you guys from this area? Why'd you get into this?
Yeah. I grew up in Uptown Maumee. We live across the street from my parents. So when this space came open, it just seemed like the right place.
How much changes, because this used to be Dégagé, the jazz cafe, and we see a piano over there. Well, you guys don't. I see a piano over there. It still keeps some of that charm in here and almost like a speakeasy feel. I even noticed like the music that was playing earlier is kind of like 1920s, like big band. So you kept some of that character in here. Was that important to you to sort of keep something that is new but a little bit of familiarity to people in the area?
Sure. A lot of our first-time customers come here because of the building, which is nothing we've done, but it is interesting and it's cool, and keeping that vibe is definitely a lot of fun. smoked old fashioned. First we smoked the glass. This little piece of wood everyone asks about. Today it is sugar maple. So we try to choose different ones.
What does this do? What does it add to the old fashioned?
Well, a lot of what we taste is what we smell, and it comes through right away.
So we're gonna go over to here now, and you added an orange, which is standard for an old fashioned, correct?
Yeah, there's different spins on it. It doesn't always have an orange.
For people that don't know, what goes into an old fashioned? Obviously we have whiskey, but like it's a lot of little things, and it lives up to its name, right? It's an older drink.
Oh yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, there's bitters in there, which I love. We go through a lot of bitters here. We use simple syrup. Some people use a sugar cube. That's also a nice touch.
This is your most popular drink here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, far and away. The smoked version too?
I think so. It's when one person orders it, then everybody else does because it smells so good.
How many would you say you do like on a weekend?
I don't know. Friday night, probably 180.
Wow, old fashions?
Yes.
That's awesome. Kind of signature to have that big cube in there, isn't it?
It adds to it.
Nice. Man, that smell. I can't put into words how good that is to like have that smell in there, and it just adds to wanting to drink it. That's really cool. So here it is, the old fashioned. I'd say cheers, but you don't have a drink, which is good because you're working.
That's right.
Although I'm technically working too, but it's my job to try this out. Really excited for it, and this place in general, it just has a cool, atmosphere. I kind of mentioned on the pub side, the coffee side, that had like a speakeasy, but this even more so with the historic like windows. Tell me about finding this place and developing it into a whiskey room.
It was pretty random. We are not from the restaurant industry. It happened to be for sale. It was up the street from us, and we always liked this space. We liked dégagé. We always thought it would be nice to have a place here, so we really just wanted to create some place that we wanted to go. One thing led to another.
Do you know how many different types of bourbon and whiskey that you have?
Our latest count's about 250.
Why a whiskey room? Why not just do a traditional bar with, specializing in beer and wine? Why whiskey?
I mean, we like whiskey, and we just didn't have anything like this around here. We do have great cocktail places around here, but nothing specifically to do with whiskey and bourbon.
I'm sure, owning a restaurant, there's that business aspect of it that's draining, but when you're here, when it's busy, if you guys are both here at the same time, does it even feel like work to you?
No, I actually am still always surprised. I'm like, okay, people come here, and I'm so glad. So I'm still shocked by it, but it's a lot of fun. It's fun to be here, especially when we have some good energy happening, which is most nights.
So do you have nights of the week that kind of like signature nights?
Monday nights, we call them Whiskey Mondays now. So all of the whiskey is half off. Jake Paluski plays here. You can. It's a great night to sample some of the top shelf stuff that you maybe wouldn't want to, spend $50 or $40 on. You can get it half off.
What are we eating today?
You're gonna start with an appetizer, which is our bacon-wrapped asparagus. That has a little bit of a drizzle of honey on there and a spicy ranch, if you will.
Yeah.
So you kind of get a little bit of the sweet and tangy thing happening with that. And then he's gonna make our Old McDonald burger.
We have our 7-ounce burger patty. It is a steak burger. It has chuck, steak, and a little bit of brisket. We toast our buns. We use challah buns. We feel there's a good mixture between bread and burger and toppings with the challah. We went through a few buns early on, some different styles. We found these to be the most popular. I prefer medium. There are a big range from our customers though, ranging anywhere from we've actually had some rare to obviously well done. Don't really know the percentage, but it's a pretty even percentage across the board. The Old McDonald has a couple slabs of grilled apple. The juices of the apple are more than enough to get those brown. Just gonna throw down a little bit of grilled onion. Just gonna grill that with oil, a little bit of our seasoning, with some crumbled goat cheese. start with lettuce on the bottom. That way it prevents the juices from the burger and the toppings from sogging up the bottom bun. A little bit of horseradish mayo. And top it with the grilled apple. Okay. A little bit of seasoned fries. And voila.
You saw the husband and wife team, McClellan's. Thank you to them for having us out. Really cool, unique atmosphere. Delicious drinks, a smoked old fashioned. And this burger looks like a nice complement to it. Look at that, oozing off right there. You can see it. Messy goat cheese. I love it. It's all over my fingers. It's a great mix of flavors with the sweetness and the tartness of the apple mixed in with the onions, and the goat cheese is never overpowering. If you eat a lot of goat cheese, you know that it has a unique taste that is all its own. Quick bite of the asparagus with the bacon. There you see it. Look at it. Enjoy it. But I love that they put a twist on asparagus, literally with the bacon, and sort of make it the star of the show in this appetizer. So good stuff. I still have a little bit of my old fashioned left. Cheers to you all. Check out Levi and Lilac's Whiskey Room, also their coffee pub. A lot of good stuff going on here in Maumee. Cheers.